Have you reached out to anyone here in Sacramento who's already elected? For example, like the LGBTQ caucus or the API caucus to kind of ask for endorsements?
Yes, so definitely we are in contact with the LGBTQ caucus, the API caucus, and the Progressive caucus. And we've been working very closely with Alex Lee, as he was our very first endorsement and our largest endorsement. And definitely we want to replicate what Alex Lee has done in South Bay and really run a very grassroots-oriented campaign for a lot of our working class and middle class residents, and making sure that our government is here working for all of us.
Yeah. Kind of what advice has Alex given you so far that you can share with us and kind of your listeners?
Yeah, the advice is, run at grassroots, right? Like, the most effective form of voter outreach is having the face-to-face conversations with voters, right? And so that's definitely what we're going to be stressing is building that connection, talking to voters about the issues, and also learning from the voters too, because as no one has all the answers, right? And no one knows the experiences of everyone they're representing. So it's very important for us to also go around and talk to people about these issues. Definitely, when I ran for city council, I was really focused on, of course, public safety reform, but also affordable housing. But when I talk to residents who live in our district, what I noticed is that everyone, a very large proportion of our district was very, very concerned and cared about the childcare and preschool resources in our community. And that's why when we are, right now, while we're trying to put that ballot measure on the ballot, and when we're thinking about where those funds will go, that's why number one was going to be, childcare and making sure that every, working family and child has access to high quality childcare and early childhood education.
What are, as you're knocking on doors now, what's the feedback you're getting from voters about some of the issues they're concerned about today?
Yeah, I'm hearing from voters that they're very excited to have young representation and young people getting more involved. Definitely, what's at the forefront of their minds is affordable housing, and so many families are struggling to make ends meet. Many families are wondering why the price of housing has skyrocketed in the past few years, and why rent has skyrocketed, why the cost of living is so high, while wages have really largely remained stagnant. Why our young people and many of our families are trying to move into our communities are struggling or are facing, hours of commute time to work, to live in the communities that they work in. And so definitely, this is a reason why I am very supportive of Alex Lee's mixed income social housing initiative, and trying to make sure that when we are building housing, that we are ensuring that we are maximizing the affordability of the units that are being built, and also building truly mixed income communities where folks of all income levels share the same amenities, the same school districts, and really create a more equitable community and society for all.
What is some of the response you get, due to your age about, when you go knocking door to door? Do you ever get any negative responses about it? People think you're too young to run for assembly or anything like that?
The vast majority of responses are very excited. Most people are very excited to see young people involved. And I think it's because, if you look at our congressional representation, as well as our state legislature's representation, that it tends to skew towards an older demographic. But definitely, one of the reasons why I'm running is because, it's my generation that's going to bear the brunt of climate change. And we're already seeing its effects on, droughts, sea level rise, wildfires all across California. And definitely, I want to be the change and see the change that we want in our communities, and really address these issues in a bold way that really meets the urgency of our times.
Make sure you just click the button below and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all our news and updates.
Are called dreamers.